Welcome everyone. I'm a little sick today. There are days like that where my body doesn't have any strength and my head is dizzy.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namaste Sarasvati Kauravani Charan Devashasana Rachatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarobhyacha Kripa Sindhu Pyare Vacho Pachitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Aujourd'hui, c'est une grande fête.
Today is a great festival in Braj.
Dans le Bhagavatam,
In the Bhagavatam,
c'est expliqué
it is explained
que Balaram lui-même
that Balaram himself,
il demande à Krishna
he asks Krishna
de ne pas aller dans les pâturages.
to not go in the pasturing grounds on that day.
Personne ne peut aller dans les pâturages.
But nobody can go in the pasturing grounds.
Tout le monde veut être avec Krishna.
Everybody wants to be with Krishna.
Vaishabhanu Maharaj,
Vrishabhanu Maharaj,
Kirtida,
Kirtida,
les frères de Vaishabhanu,
the brothers of Vrishabhanu,
la famille,
their spouses, their family, Radhika,
avec ses amis, ses
with
enfants,
her friends, her servants,
tous viennent à Nandagram.
all they come to Nandagram.
Parce que
Because
le joyau de Vraj,
the jewel of Braj appeared,
la vie des habitants de
and the
Vraj
life of the inhabitants of Braj
est manifestée
is manifested
avec une beauté particulière.
with a special beauty.
Krishna
Krishna,
manifeste une beauté.
he manifests a special beauty,
Il a fait lorsqu'il a
just like he did
soulevé la colline Bouddha.
when he lifted Govardhan Hill.
Il y a un grand secret.
There's a great secret.
C'est que
It is that
quand il a soulevé la
when
Bouddha,
he lifted Govardhan Hill,
il a offert
he offered
à tous les Brajbasis
to all the
une beauté
Brajbasis
particulière.
a special beauty,
Parce que Radhika
because Radhika
était là
was there
et buvait sa beauté.
and was drinking his beauty.
Et donc,
And so,
lorsqu'elle boit la beauté de
when she drinks Krishna's beauty,
Krishna manifeste sa pleine beauté.
Krishna manifests his full
Lorsqu'il
beauty,
est associé avec
just like when he is associated with her.
Brajbasi
So the
pouvait
Brajbasis,
avoir un darshan
they could have
particulier
a special darshan
pendant 7 jours
during 7
et 7
days
nuits.
and 7 nights.
C'est ça la miséricorde de Krishna.
This is the mercy of Krishna.
Rien dans son monde est inférieur.
Nothing in his world is inferior.
Je disais ça.
I was saying that.
Shila Vishwanath Sri
I was reading that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur,
Krishna
when
a loué
Krishna,
la forêt de Vrindavan
he glorified the forest of Vrindavan,
et que tous ses sens
and all his
étaient
senses
imprégnés
were infused
de sentiments d'amour.
with feelings of love,
Vrindavan est une manifestation de la
because the forest is a manifestation of
Et
Radhika.
donc, lorsqu'il a entendu ces oiseaux,
And when he heard the birds who were singing
si merveilleux,
in such a wonderful way,
parce que
because
il chantait
they were singing
ses gloires d'une manière merveilleuse.
his glories in a wonderful way,
Comme si Radhika elle-même,
just like Radhika herself
dans leur cœur.
was present in their heart.
Et il a dit,
And he said,
par l'intermédiaire de ce grand dévot,
through the intermediary of this great
que
devotee,
ces oiseaux avaient atteint
that these
un
birds
haut niveau d'amour.
attained the highest level of love.
Donc, on doit comprendre
So we must understand
que dans
that
cette région de Brahma,
in this region of Braj,
lorsqu'on dit
when we say Shantaras,
ce n'est pas la neutralité.
it is not neutrality.
C'est des êtres qui ont tellement d'amour.
There are beings that have so much love.
Parfois,
Sometimes
on met des fleurs
we put flowers
sur les oreilles du Krishna.
on the ears of Krishna,
Des fleurs très belles
very beautiful flowers
qui manifestent
which manifest
son amour caché,
his
son visage.
hidden love on his
Pour
face.
dire à quel point elles sont qualifiées.
It is to tell you how much these flowers are qualified.
Et alors,
And then
il les prend,
he takes them
il déverse tout son amour
and he pours all of his
et
love
il leur parle.
and he speaks to them, the
Il
flowers,
délivre un message à sa bien-aimée.
so that they deliver a message to his beloved.
Dans ce moment-là,
But in this moment,
tout l'amour de Krishna
all of Krishna's love
transporté
is transported in this forest,
dans cette guirlande,
in this garland that he wears.
tout son amour pour Radhika est présent aussi.
All of his love for Radhika is present also.
De sa forme,
The fragrance of his form,
qui est présent sous la forme des lotus.
which is present on the form of the lotus, and also a fragrance
Que ses serviteurs
that his servants,
mettent sur sa forme.
they put on his form.
Or,
However,
dans ces moments où Radhika,
in these moments where Radhika,
elle est dans une séparation extrême,
she is in an extreme separation,
à ce moment-là,
then
ses servantes
her servants,
sont chargées d'amener
they are charged with bringing these presents.
Et souvent, ça se passe quand elle est dans son jardin,
And often it happens when she is in her garden,
entourée de ses amis.
surrounded by her friends.
Elle est comme le joyau,
She's like the jewel of the jewels,
la beauté de la
the beauty of beauty,
douceur de la douceur,
the sweetness of the
la
sweetness,
qualité de qualité.
the quality of all
Elle
qualities.
est une montagne de beauté.
She is a mountain of beauty.
Elle rayonne
She is radiant.
comme
She shines
une lune d'amour
just like a full moon of
au
love
ciel bleu de Krishna,
in the blue sky of Krishna,
ou comme un soleil,
or just like a
ou
sun,
comme des millions de soleils.
or like millions of suns.
Mais
But
on préfère l'expression de la lune,
we prefer the expression of the moon,
parce que la lune
because the moon
crée une intimité particulière.
creates a special intimacy.
Et ses amis
And her friends,
obsessionnels d'amour
in this sky of love
Krishna,
that she has for
ils sont
Krishna,
comme des étoiles qui
they're just like stars that are shining,
ont une brillance particulière.
and each has a particular brilliance,
Comme elles sont des
because
émanations,
since they are expansions of Radhika,
elles personnifient
They personify
les sentiments,
the feelings,
les humeurs,
the moods,
les douceurs.
the sweetness of Radharani.
Pourquoi
That is why
dans ce ciel,
they shine in the sky, just like stars.
mais
But
radical,
Radhika,
ne diminue jamais ses amis.
she never diminishes her friends.
Au contraire,
To the contrary,
elle veut toujours
she always wants
le meilleur
the best
pour eux.
for them.
Donc,
So,
lorsque les petites servantes,
when the small servants,
ces fleurs et ces guirlandes,
they present these flowers and this
on va les donner
garland,
à Lalita.
then
Et Lalita
Lalita,
met cette guirlande
she gives the garland to Lalita, and Lalita puts
sur le
that
corps de
garland
Lalita
on the body of Radhika
et ses petites fleurs.
and these small flowers, these small flowers to her ears. And then
Elle
immediately
sort de sa condition,
she comes out of her condition of separation.
elle sent Krishna.
She feels Krishna, she sees Krishna.
Krishna est là.
Krishna is there, and she hears
Ces paroles d'amour
his words of
sont
love,
déversées
or
comme
poured
du nectar
just like nectar
dans ses oreilles
in her ears
à travers ses messages.
through these messengers.
Qui ne pourrait pas devenir une telle?
Who will not want to become such a flower?
Elles ont une telle position.
They have such a position.
Elles sont honorées par toutes les saintes.
They are honored by all the
Comme le
Sakis,
cœur personnifié de Krishna.
like the heart personified of Krishna.
Quand ça arrive,
When it happens, it shines.
c'est vraiment particulier.
It's really special.
Tout le monde sait
Everybody moves
pour que le cœur de
so that Krishna's heart can be carried.
c'est vraiment spécial.
It's really special.
C'est pourquoi
That is why
on devrait
we should respect Braj
en comprenant
by understanding
la position de tous les habitants de Brahma.
the position of all the inhabitants of Braj.
Hier, on a parlé de Brahma.
Yesterday we spoke about Brahma,
Et je suis resté bloqué sur Brahma.
and I stayed blocked on Brahma
Parce que j'aime cette histoire.
because I love the story. Because Madhurya Ras,
C'est pas quelque chose qu'on peut parler en public.
it's not something we can discuss in public.
On peut parler un peu,
We can speak a little
pas
bit,
comme on a parlé,
just like we spoke now,
mais un peu.
but a little bit.
Mais ce jour-là, à Braj,
But on this day in Braj, nobody wants to leave.
tout le monde veut être avec Krishna.
Everyone wants to be with
Même
Krishna,
les vaches,
even the cows,
tout le monde.
everybody.
Qui voudrait partir?
Who will want to leave?
Tout le monde. C'est une grande fête
It's a great feast
pour tout le monde.
for everybody,
Pour les oiseaux qui viennent.
for the birds that come, for the animals,
Et même ceux qui ne se déplacent pas.
even those who don't
Prise
move.
de Braj,
The breeze of Braj,
qui est
which
très
is
miséricordieux.
very merciful.
Elle va collecter chaque parfum,
She will collect each perfume of the trees,
message,
plants,
et
messages,
chacun peut
and each one can
offrir son cadeau
offer his
à
gift
l'anniversaire de Krishna.
on Krishna's birthday.
Et Krishna est conscient
And Krishna is
de
conscious
chaque personne.
that of each person,
Il va les voir personnellement.
and he goes to see them
C'est
personally.
une forme subtile,
It is in a subtle form,
mais ils ont tous le darshan intérieurement de cette beauté de Krishna.
but they all have this darshan of this beauty of Krishna.
Ça, c'est Braj.
This
On
is
ne devrait
Braj.
jamais penser
We should never think
qu'un habitant de Braj,
that an inhabitant of Braj, just like the tree,
ils ne peuvent pas avoir.
they cannot see.
Par exemple, les gopis,
For example, the gopis,
à un moment,
at one point,
elles ont glorifié la beauté de Krishna
they glorified Krishna's beauty
lorsqu'ils revenaient de la forêt.
when he came back from the forest.
De quelle manière les vaches,
In which way the cows,
elles soulevaient la poussière de Braj,
they lifted the dust of Braj,
au ciel,
which was going up in the sky.
C'était une arrivée tellement merveilleuse.
It was such a wonderful arrival,
Le sol tremblait.
and the soil was trembling.
Et ce tremblement,
And this trembling,
il apporte tellement d'émotions aux habitants de France.
it brings so many emotions to the inhabitants of Braj.
Et cette poussière,
And this dust,
elle semble à la félicité personnifiée.
it seems to be bliss personified, who is dancing.
Et elle se dépose sur le beau visage de Krishna,
And it rests on the beautiful face of Krishna,
comme des paillettes de différentes couleurs.
on his limbs, just like different colors
Une beauté
that shine, that give a particular beauty to Krishna.
décrive sa beauté.
And they describe his beauty. But
Les acharyas expliquent
the acharyas explain
qu'elle ne voit pas Krishna,
that she doesn't see Krishna,
mais que Krishna se
but Krishna
révèle à l'intérieur d'eux-mêmes.
reveals himself within themselves. Krishna is still far away,
Elles peuvent directement faire la description
but they
de
can
chaque partie du corps.
directly make the description of each part of the body of Krishna.
Ça, c'est la dévotion.
This is devotion.
Quand on a de la dévotion,
When we have
on peut
devotion,
être conscient de chaque partie du corps.
we can be conscious of each part of Krishna's body.
Un poète, Brajbasi,
A Brajbasi poet,
explique
he
la
explains
condition
the condition
de sable
of a grain of dust, of sand,
de la Yamuna.
on the shore of the Yamuna. Just a grain of,
Il a la
of sand. He has the capacity
de capturer le son de la flûte de Krishna.
to capture the sound of the flute of Krishna.
Et dans le son de la flûte de Krishna, qu'est-ce
And in the sound of the flute of Krishna, what is
qu'il y a?
there?
Tout l'amour que Krishna a pour Radhika.
All the love that Krishna has for her.
En fait, dans le jardin de cœur de Krishna,
In fact, in the garden of the heart of Krishna,
il y a une princesse
there's a
qui
princess.
s'appelle Radhika,
She's called
qui
Radhika,
vit dans son cœur,
who lives in his heart
qui le contrôle,
and who controls him
son amour par Satan.
out of her love.
Un grain de sable, il peut capturer ça.
A speck of sand can capture this.
Qui voudrait pas être un grain de sable?
Who would not want to be a grain of dust,
Parce que, en
of
fait,
sand in
les
Braj?
êtres, ils se rendent pas que c'est.
Because the living entities don't realize it is
Pourquoi
Vraj.
ils pensent qu'un état
That's
est
why they
inférieur
think
à
that
un autre?
a state is inferior to
Mais il y a pas
another.
d'égalité là.
But there's no negativity in Braj. Negativity.
Même les lacs,
Even the lakes.
il y a des lotus.
There are lotuses.
Ils sont des manifestations des sentiments de Krishna.
Then they cause the manifestations of the feelings of Krishna, either Radharani.
Et les lotus,
And the lotuses that grow,
ils sont directement
They are
en relation
they are directly
avec ces sentiments.
have a relationship with these
Ils peuvent
feelings.
se fermer
They can close
et s'ouvrir,
and open,
comme les propres émotions de Radha.
just like the own emotions of Shrimati
Qui
Radharani.
ne voudrait pas être un lotus?
Who would not want to be a lotus?
C'est tellement élevé.
It's so elevated.
Quand on est un matérialiste,
So when we are a materialist,
on ne peut pas capturer.
when we hear these things, we cannot capture.
Miséricorde spéciale.
We need a special mercy.
Mon père, je peux goûter
Pride.
le nectar.
It stops us from tasting this nectar.
C'est juste pour ça qu'on goûte.
It's just for that we taste nothing. That's why we cannot see this superior plane.
Donc on est fatigué quand on entend ça.
So that's why we're tired when we hear this.
Quand il est
We should be completely awakened at that time and listen.
le sommeil vient.
But sleep comes.
Ça, c'est l'orgueil.
This is pride.
Parce qu'on est coupé de ce
Because we're caught from this link.
à cause de cet orgueil.
Because of this pride.
Je veux être dans mon royaume.
I want to be in my
Et
kingdom.
dans mon royaume, il n'y a pas ça.
But in my kingdom,
Juste la souffrance.
this isn't there. It's just suffering.
On est entouré de personnes qui nous font souffrir.
We're surrounded by people who makes us suffer.
Il n'y a pas Christ.
Where there's no Krishna.
Brahma,
Brahma,
il a un certain orgueil.
he has a certain pride.
Eh oui. Il est né de la fleur
Yes.
de lotus de Krishna.
He was born from the lotus flower of Krishna,
Alors que j'ai Vishnu.
from Gabodakshai Vishnu.
Il a accompli les austérités.
He accomplished austerities.
Il a vu le Seigneur Narayana, mais il est
He
toujours
said to
pas
Lord
conscient de
Narayan,
sa
but he was not conscious of his reality.
Il va même
He will
jusqu'à
even
vouloir
go up to
tester
want
Krishna.
to test Krishna.
Alors bien sûr, c'est
So of
organisé
course it is
celui-là
organized, this
par
lila,
l'énergie de divertissement.
to the pastime energy of the Lord.
Krishna voulait que quelque
Krishna
chose.
wanted something to manifest.
Donc ils ont
So they
fait quelque chose avec Brahma,
did something with Brahma,
le créateur de l'univers.
the creator of the
On va
universe.
l'engager dans les divertissements.
Okay, we'll engage him in the pastimes of Krishna, that's true.
Ça s'est passé comme ça.
It happened like that.
Il a servi juste d'instrument.
He just served as an instrument like that.
Et il
And
était étonné.
he was surprised
Krishna
when Krishna
a tué le démon Agasura.
killed the demon Agasura.
C'était tellement gigantesque.
It was so gigantic.
Krishna était tellement petit.
Krishna was so small.
Mais il a dit,
But
je vais
he
tester.
said, I want to be tested.
Est-ce qu'il est mon Seigneur?
Is he my Lord?
Parce qu'il voyait à travers la grandeur.
It's because he was seeing through greatness.
Il n'avait pas la qualification pour voir à travers la douceur.
He didn't have the qualification to see through the sweetness.
Il était une âme conditionnée.
He was a conditioned soul.
Je suis Brahma.
I am Brahma.
Je suis le créateur de l'univers.
I'm the creator of the universe.
Alors bien sûr, il a une grande capacité.
So of course Brahma he has a great capacity to worship Lord Narayan.
Mais dès que
But
le
as
Seigneur
long,
manifeste sa douceur,
as soon as the Lord manifests
il
his
n'y a pas de
sweetness,
qualification.
there's no qualification.
Et en même temps, c'est sa qualification.
And at the same time, it is his qualification.
Parce que lorsqu'on a une swarup à Goloka Vrindavan,
Because when we have a Sarup in Goloka
on ne
Vrindavan,
peut pas développer une forme à quatre bancs.
we cannot develop a form with four
C'est la
hands,
preuve.
with four arms, and this is the proof.
Parce que sans ça, il aurait développé une swarup à quatre bancs.
Because otherwise he would have developed a Sarup with
Il
four
n'avait
arms.
toujours pas conscience de sa réalité éternelle.
But he still wasn't conscious of his eternal reality.
C'est la vie. Donc Krishna a
So Krishna manifested this pastime
permet
to allow
Brahma
Brahma
de comprendre sa position.
to understand his position.
C'est vraiment particulier.
It is really special.
Donc,
So,
on connaît l'histoire,
we know the story,
mais
but
c'est très beau.
it is very beautiful.
Parce qu'avant que Brahma
Because before
soit
Brahma
engagé dans son service,
was engaged in his service,
Krishna est venu au bord de Yamuna.
Krishna came on the bank of the Yamuna,
Et le sable était si beau.
and the sand was so beautiful.
C'est comme si la lune
It is just like the moon,
posait comme un théâtre.
rested just like a theater.
Parce que la lune,
Because the moon,
elle manifeste des sentiments spéciaux la nuit.
it manifests special feelings at night,
Les sentiments de Radha et Krishna
so that the feelings of Radha and Krishna,
puissent véritablement immerger de leur être.
they can truly emerge from their being.
Comme lorsqu'ils font la danse rasa.
Just like when they do the rasa dance.
C'est comme un projecteur.
It's just like a projector of the love.
Elle se nourrit de leur amour
They nourish themselves from their love,
et elle remet ces rayons d'amour. Et ça crée
and they distribute these rays of love,
dans le cœur de Radha et Krishna.
and it creates something special in the heart of Radha and Krishna.
Donc il n'y a pas simplement le son d'un flûte,
So there's not simply the sound of the flute,
mais elle capture aussi les rayons de la lune.
but she captures also the rays of the moon.
En fait, les Vrajabasi,
In fact, the Brajbasis,
capacité d'amour sans limite.
they have capacities of love that are limitless because they are in Krishna's world.
Et dans le monde de Krishna,
And in Krishna's world, everything is limitless.
donc quand Krishna a vu cet endroit,
So when Krishna saw this place,
il a pensé
he thought about Radhika,
le chant des oiseaux,
the singing of the
les
birds,
arbres merveilleux
the wonderful
qui
trees
donnaient de l'ombre,
who were giving shade,
des parfums,
the perfume,
la brise qui le caresse.
the breeze that was
Il a
caressing
commencé à
him.
purifier tous ses dévots.
And he started to glorify all his devotees. But when Krishna,
Ressent quelque chose,
he feels
il est comme
something,
le cœur d'une fleur.
it's just like the heart of a flower. All of his associates, according to their qualification, were taken by Krishna's feelings.
Alors bien sûr, les Pranamasaka
So of course the Pranamasaka
qui sont en connexion
were in connection
avec le Madhurya Rasa,
with Madhurya Ras. They could see
venir Krishna expier
They could feel how Krishna experienced the feelings of love for Radhika. And then Krishna said, it is such a wonderful place. It is perfect for us to picnic. And the cowherd boys, they all have a lunchbox. It is part of rasa. In the sakaras, they like to picnic with Krishna. It's a great moment to share love. Well, of course, other sakis, they bring the meal in certain moments. Because Yashoda also, she brings a big feast. But in this moment, the cowherd boys, they wanted to share their heart with Krishna. And what is mystical is that Krishna is sat in the middle, and when each Saka put himself in front, he had Krishna in front of him. They were all around. And Krishna, he was in front of them. And the second row, he saw Krishna in front of them. And the third, he saw Krishna in front of them. The fifth, the sixth. And all the Gopas, they could see Krishna in front of them. What was he thinking? I am the favorite of Krishna. Krishna gives me something special that all the others don't have. It's still extraordinary. And then, feelings of love for Krishna, it touched Krishna. And the beauty of Krishna increased. And the more it was becoming beautiful, the more he was just like a lotus flower that manifested his fragrance but fully. And it distributed his pollen everywhere. So each of the cowherd boy, they did a plate, certain with lotus petals. So you can imagine the size of the lotuses. Certain, they were eating on stones. Everyone according to his mood. The way he loved Krishna, he imagined a support to bring the food. And everyone put their food in such a beautiful way. Because there is love. It is really important, there is love. For example, when you're in a restaurant, super rich, it is well presented. How can we imagine in which way the sakas, they presented their food, knowing that they will make Krishna taste it? We cannot imagine all of this. All this love, of this art, this harmony that manifests itself. It is something that is unimaginable. And so they started to eat. And this food is prepared by the mothers. And the mothers, they just have love for Krishna. So much love for Krishna. They capture with Krishna with their love. And they think, if I could feed Krishna. And their friends, they have so much intimate relationship with Krishna that when they see these beautiful preparations, they tell themselves, does it really have a special taste that I can offer to Krishna? And they eat it. Not always, but they can eat it before Krishna. And they say, Krishna, wow, Kana, it's so wonderful. They're so much in ecstasy that they give him the food and they put in his mouth. Taste, please. And Krishna, he feels more pleasure in eating this food that was touched by the mouth of his devotee and that was prepared by his mothers. It's like an oblation and a fire sacrifice.
le sentiment des mères,
And Krishna can taste both feelings, the feeling of the mother and of the
au
Saka.
même moment, les mères
And at the same time,
ressentir
the mothers,
comment Krishna écoute leur cœur.
they can feel how Krishna tastes their heart.
Elles peuvent directement ressentir.
They can directly feel.
Personne n'oublie.
Nobody is forgotten in Braj.
C'est tellement beau.
It's so beautiful.
Brahma, il est là avec
And Brahma is there with his material intelligence.
il ne peut pas comprendre.
He cannot
Il
understand.
a la nourriture dans la main,
Krishna has his food in his hand, it is
du
explained.
riz au yaourt,
Rice with yogurt,
avec des condiments entre les doigts.
with like kind of like things in between the fingers, and he eats the remnants of his friend.
Brahma,
And when Brahma sees this, he says, but it's not possible, it cannot be the Lord of my life. I will test him.
Donc,
So,
à l'arrangement de l'énergie du
by the arrangement of the pastime energy,
les vaches, elles sont gourmandes.
the cows, they have a lot of
Mais
appetite.
ne pensez pas qu'elles sont gourmandes par eux-mêmes.
But don't think they are
Parce que la terre
glutton
des vaches,
on their own,
c'est
because
une terre de sentiments.
the land of Braj is a land of feelings
Sur,
that captures
les empreintes de pieds de Radhika,
the
les
footsteps,
empreintes de pieds de
footprints of Krishna, of Radhika,
Et elles manifestent donc
and manifest, in
cette
fact,
terre
all this grass,
comme son amour
just like her,
qu'elle porte à Krishna.
the love that she bears for Krishna.
Donc, cette terre
So,
n'a pas un goût matériel.
This herb doesn't have a material taste.
Très marqué.
It is pure prema.
Les vaches, elles mangent,
The cows, they
elles
eat
expérimentent Krishna.
and they experience
Elles
Krishna.
sont très gourmandes,
They're very glutton,
très gourmandes.
very glutton.
Ça peut pas être autrement. En fait.
Cannot be any other way in Braj.
Et elles s'égarent.
And they go astray.
Dans cet extase.
They lose themselves in this ecstasy.
C'est pas qu'elles sont des vaches dans l'ignorance.
It's not that they are cows in ignorance
Elles boutrent
and they eat
sans savoir pourquoi.
without knowing why.
Non,
No,
c'est des grands Vaishnavas.
they're great Vaishnavas,
Les mères de Krishna.
the mothers of Krishna,
Très élevées dans la bhakti.
very elevated in bhakti.
Elles sont absorbées en Krishna.
They're absorbed in Krishna.
Il y a un moment, les parcs, ils s'inquiètent.
And at one point, the Gopas,
C'est le moment de manger.
they get worried. It's the time to
Krishna n'a pas
eat.
envie que ses amis soient dérangés.
Krishna doesn't want his friends to be disturbed. It's a moment of special happiness, special union.
Et Krishna va délaisser
And
son
Krishna
propre bonheur
will let go of his own happiness
en disant
by saying,
restez,
stay,
finissez votre pique-nique,
finish your meal,
allez ramener.
I will go and see for the
Et quand
cows.
Krishna va,
And when Krishna goes,
il ne trouve pas les-
he doesn't find the calves.
Et il est étonné.
And he's surprised.
Il cherche pas.
He searches everywhere.
Il a fait. Parce que Vraj, c'est comme ça.
Because Braj is like that.
On peut faire des kilomètres.
In one moment, we can do kilometers.
La terre de Vraj,
The land of
le
Braj
lotus,
is just like a lotus.
ça peut s'écarter
It can,
et se rapprocher.
it can retract or it can
Dans les montagnes, dans les vallées,
contract and the opposite, expand.
il a cherché partout,
He searched everywhere,
dans les montagnes,
in the mountains,
dans les vallées.
in the valleys.
No blabla.
No blah blah.
Et quand il est revenu,
And when he came,
ses amis avaient disparu.
his friends disappeared.
Et il y a deux opinions en fait sur ce divertissement.
And there are two opinions on this pastime.
Sanatana Goswami explique
Sanatana Goswami explains that
vraiment perdu.
Krishna was really lost
Parce que
because
il avait perdu ses amis,
he lost his friends,
il n'avait pas pu retrouver les vaches.
couldn't find the calves anymore.
Complètement perdu.
Was completely lost.
Mais Srila Vishwanath Thakur,
But Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur
dès
explained
le début, Krishna est au
that right at the beginning, Krishna, he was aware of it.
Brahma voulait le tester.
That Brahma wanted to test
Donc,
him.
c'était comme une mise en scène.
And so it was just like a
Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on
theater.
peut comprendre?
So what can we understand from that?
Les deux vérités
Both truths,
s'harmonisent.
they
Il y a
harmonize.
la douceur
There's sweetness
et la puissance.
and there's power.
C'est pour ça que les deux sont une même réalité.
That is why both are the same
Mais
reality.
pour que le divertissement se continue,
But for the pastime to continue,
Krishna
Krishna,
a laissé sa puissance.
he let go of his power to manifest. He said, "Oh, Brahma wants to test me.
Alors il a manifesté
So then he manifested a special lila,
très beau.
very beautiful,
Parce que
because
Brahma a servi d'instrument.
Brahma, he served as an
Parce
instrument,
que il voulait
because
récompenser ses maîtres.
he wanted to reward his mother.
Chaque vache
Each cow
en
in
Braj
Braj
Krishna comme veau.
had Krishna as his calf.
Elles aiment Krishna.
They love Krishna like their own child.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
And Krishna, what does he do?
C'est leur pille.
He sucks from their udder directly.
Comme un veau.
He multiplies himself and he sucks their udder, just like a calf, just like he will be their calf.
Et chaque mère
And each mother,
Krishna comme enfant.
she accepts Krishna like a child.
Leur enfant.
When they bathe their child, they think about Krishna.
Et l'enfant il pense à Krishna.
And the child, he thinks about Krishna. Everybody thinks about Krishna. It's a festival of love for Krishna.
L'habillage, c'est un festival.
The dressing is a festival. Especially the Saka sometimes.
Maman,
They say, Ma, Ma, why do you always want to dress me? I will miss it. Krishna is leaving.
pourquoi tu me donnes ton temps?
Why do you put so much time?
Faut que je parte.
Go quick, I have to go.
Et la mère qui a absolument
And the mother is absorbed in Krishna. She says, but no, my child,
calme-toi.
calm yourself.
On n'entend personne.
We don't hear anything in anyone in the streets. All the mothers,
Habiller leur enfant.
they were dressing their
Tu
child.
t'habilles pas correctement.
If I don't dress you correctly,
Tu te mets pas tous ces bijoux.
I don't put all these jewels, this turban.
Que vont dire tes autres amis?
What will you other friends say?
Et toi
They will mock you.
et Krishna.
And Krishna,
Il peut être qu'heureux que si tu es beau.
he can be only accepted if you're beautiful.
Il y a comme ça parfois des agitations dans l'amour.
There's sometimes like that disturbances in love.
Les mères sont tellement douces.
The mothers are so
Elles
sweet.
sont le préma personnel.
They are prema personified.
Une beauté merveilleuse.
They have a wonderful beauty.
Ils sont tellement beaux.
And the children are so beautiful.
Les habitants d'Ouvrage, ils ont des parfums
The inhabitants of Braj, they have fragrances that are extraordinary,
extraordinaires.
of an extraordinary sweetness.
Des émotions entre eux qui est incalculable.
They taste emotions between them that cannot be calculated and that multiply.
Le temps,
In fact,
dans
time,
ces moments-là,
in these moments,
comme ils savent,
since it
ça
stops,
serait trop court.
because it will be too short.
Il y a une conception de
So there's a conception of time, and at the same time,
doit véritablement se poser.
the lila must truly rest somewhere.
Donc,
So Krishna,
il désirait
he desired that,
combler leurs désirs.
to fulfill the desires.
De tous les actes.
So it took the form of all the sakas.
Pas même des milliards de sakas.
There's millions, I would say billions of
Des
sakas,
vaches encore plus.
even more cows.
C'est comme illimité.
It's just like unlimited.
Il a pris chacune de ces
It took each of these forms
avec le parfum,
with the fragrance,
l'attitude,
the attitude, the qualities, the language, everything.
il n'y avait aucune différence.
There was no difference.
Et l'amour que chacun,
And the love that each had for Krishna,
et pendant une année,
and for 1 year,
parce que
because
Brahma avait subtilisé
Brahma is kidnapped
et les pattes
the cows and the
sont
calves.
Maya.
There were Maya forms.
Brahma n'a pas le pouvoir d'agir sur le divertissement.
Because Brahma doesn't have the power to act on the pastime. The Chas, they take the example of Ravana with Sita. Ravana didn't have the power to kidnap the true Sita. When in the same way, Brahma did not have this power. It was a Maya form. It is something that is inconceivable. And so he placed them in one place. And that's one moment of Brahma is 1 year. So for 1 year, Krishna was able to enjoy by taking care of the calves and being with the children of the mother. And what is extraordinary in this pastime? If you're tired, you tell me, I stop. What is extraordinary in this pastime? It is that at the beginning, the children, they were like identical. But since the mother, they manifested their affection for Krishna, Krishna was forced to reciprocate with the love. And the love, it attained the love of Yashoda gradually. And Krishna was forced to manifest his own qualities, his own sweetness through him, as he explained himself for his friends. So Balaram on this day, it was his birthday. So he could not see all of this pastime. Because the reason that is given by the acharyas is that Balaram could not have been supported to be separated from Sridham, Sudam, Subal, all the greater Sakya. He would not have separated, how to say? He would not have tolerated this separation. So, he made this pastime the day where Balaram was not there. And after he covered Balaram with spiritual illusion. It's strong. The acharyas say that they put 4 times on Balaram. So for that 1 year, Balaram plays with Sridhama was Krishna. So he was covered, Balaram was covered. He didn't see nothing. 1 year like that. Still Balaram is the one who manifests the whole diversity of the transcendental world. He didn't see nothing for 1 year. It's quite incredible, this pastime. And it is only after 1 year that the card boys made a mistake. At this moment, Krishna he was guarding the calves. And the elder Gopas, they were taking care of the cows. And we don't get the calves and the cows together, because otherwise the calves they will go to just drink the milk. But when the mothers they saw the calf that was Krishna, they became carried away by love. It is explained that they descended from from the hill. They were just jumping like that, you know. Nobody can do this. And the elder Gopas, they tried to hold them, and possibly they were frustrated. They came down, and as soon as they saw their son, their child, they were taken by affection, and the fathers they started to shed tears, smelling their hair. And then Balaram saw this, the affection of the fathers for the Gopas. It's the first covering that came out. Balaram saw that and he said, "Well, it's weird. It's weird. I never saw that before." Still for 1 year I saw that. But then one veil leaves. And gradually as the coverings go, you could see that it was Krishna who was there, multiplied. But the next day, it was the day of the birthday of Balaram. And he was still not there. And then it's the day where Brahma came back. And what does he see? The cows are there, the calves, and the cowherd boys. But I just kidnapped them. So he goes with his mystic power. They are still always present. At the same time, who did this magic? So he started to be disturbed. Is it Krishna who did that? A demigod? Who was able to do such a thing? I am Brahma, the creator. And then at this point, Krishna, to take away his pride, to qualify him, because he still thinks I am Brahma. Each step, each word. The deity of the heart of Brahma, Narayan, manifests himself. Surrounded, they were the Narayans of each universe. each planet.
Oui, c'est
Sorry,
ça. En
yes.
fait, c'était Garbhoksha et Vishnu
It was Garbhodaksha Vishnu
de chaque univers qui
from
sont
each universe that manifested itself in that way,
différents Brahmas,
with the different
différents
Brahmas,
Shivas,
different Shivas,
tous les différents demi-dieux,
with all the different demigods,
karma personnifié,
with
etc.
personified karma.
Tellement de choses.
There were so many extraordinary things.
Et Brahma, il a commencé à voir.
And Brahma started to see all of
Il
this.
était complètement emporté
He was completely carried away
par la stupéfaction.
by the stupefaction.
Et parce qu'il était
And because he was too much
emporté par la stupéfaction,
carried away by stupefaction, Krishna,
a enlevé.
he took away his energy.
C'est comme tout était rentré en Krishna.
It's just like everything entered in Krishna.
Et là, Brahma,
And then Brahma,
Krishna,
he saw Krishna
une douceur particulière.
in a particular
Il
sweetness.
cherchait ses mots.
He was searching for his cows, for his friends,
Il était déconcerté.
just like he was bewildered.
Imaginez-vous la scène.
Imagine yourself the scene.
Vous êtes Brahma le créateur.
You're Brahma the creator.
Vous avez subtilisé
You
tous
stole
les amis de Krishna.
all of Krishna's friends, all the cows.
Vous en revenez, ils sont toujours là.
You come back, they're still there. And after one point, this Lord Narayan and all the demigods, they manifest in each calf and cowherd boy. And then only Krishna is there looking for his cows, just like he was in illusion and ignorance.
C'est chaud.
It's crazy.
Et Krishna a fait des
And Krishna,
spéciales.
he made a special, he showed a special scene to Brahma, is that Brahma was able to see him dance.
Il a attiré en fait Brahma
He attracted Brahma
dans son cœur.
in his heart.
Il a pu voir Krishna danser.
He was able to see Krishna dance in such a beautiful way.
Les acharyas révèlent.
The Acharyas revealed
Et à
this.
ce moment-là,
And at that point,
Brahma est descendu de son ciel.
Brahma came down from his swan.
Et par humilité,
And out of humility,
il a touché le sol.
he touched the ground
En fait,
of
c'est pas
Braj.
par humilité.
It is not out of
Les
humility.
acharyas disent,
The Acharyas say,
il y a des propos qui disent qu'un déva
There are-
ne touche jamais le sol.
it is said that the deva they never touches the
C'est une
ground
façon d'exister.
because it is a way of
Il ne
living.
touche pas le sol.
You don't touch the ground.
Mais Braj,
But Braj,
c'est pas l'univers maintenant.
it's not the material universe.
Toucher Braj,
Touching
c'est
Braj
la plus haute
is the highest
bénédiction.
blessing we can receive.
Donc il a complètement
So he completely
s'abandonné
surrendered
à Krishna,
to Krishna,
au monde de Krishna.
to Krishna's world.
Il y a eu une combinaison, parce que comme
But
il a pu percevoir
because
la danse de Krishna,
some were able to perceive the
la
dance
douceur
of
de
Krishna, the
une
sweetness
émotion
of
qu'il
Krishna,
ne connaissait pas s'est manifestée en lui.
a feeling that he didn't know manifested
Et à ce
itself
moment-là,
within him.
quand il était comme un
And then
prince,
when he was just like a stick, a gold stick on the
il ne pouvait
ground,
pas s'empêcher de se
he
relever
could
face à
not
cette
stop
douceur.
but standing up to look at the sweetness.
Et en même temps,
And
il y avait
at the same time,
la puissance qui le remettait par terre.
there was power that was putting him back on the ground. He was in between two feelings, the Lord and his beauty. And he was falling, he was standing up and falling, and it was unending
Parce qu'un sentiment particulier
because a special feeling came into Brahma, because Brahma is a Brajbasi.
Sa swarup est un Brahma.
His Swarup is in Braj.
Donc, Krishna il a
So-
enlevé son orgueil
Krishna, he took away his pride
pour le préparer
to prepare
à
him
accepter la douceur.
to accept the
C'est
sweetness.
tellement merveilleux.
It is so wonderful, this pastime. That is why the role of the Guru is to take out the pride of the disciple. Because as long as pride is there, the disciple thinks he can make it on his own, etc. He cannot attain Braj. And Krishna, he made this pastime, special pastime, to allow to Brahma
De devenir
to become
notre acharya.
our acharyas, in fact.
C'est pas pour rien qu'il est notre acharya.
It's not for nothing that he is our
Parce que
acharya.
sa swarup est une
It's because his Swarup is a gopi.
C'est pour ça que Krishna
And that is why Krishna,
danse particulière.
he made this
Et
special
là, je vais
arrangement.
dire que- parce que je ne me suis pas servi de
So I didn't use the computer.
c'est pas vraiment besoin.
There's no need really, but
Et là, il a commencé à offrir une prière
And there he started to offer such beautiful prayers.
Pourquoi?
Why?
Parce qu'il était
Because he was captured.
il connaissait que Narayana.
He only knew Narayan.
Quelque chose qui
And then he sees something that fascinates him even more. His form is so beautiful. It captured my heart. It is carrying me away in a region that I did not know.
c'est la pure dévotion.
It is pure devotion. It's so beautiful.
Donc ça, c'est dans le chapitre 14.
So this is in chapter 14, the prayers of Brahma.
Brahma dit,
Brahma says,
ô Krishna,
O Krishna,
tu es le Seigneur suprême.
you are the Supreme Lord.
Pourtant,
Still,
tu es l'éternel Fils bien-aimé de Nanda.
you are the eternal, beloved son of Nanda.
Il est
You understand?
condition à adorer Narayana.
He has this condition to worship Narayan,
Tu es le Fils éternel.
but still, you're the eternal son of Nanda. There's this feeling that manifests. It's very beautiful. It starts to come out from him.
C'est comme un bhakta
It's
qui
just like a
doit
bhakta
adorer.
who at the beginning must worship the Supreme Lord to purify himself. Because if he doesn't have that attitude, he won't have that foundation. He will be a Sahajiya.
Brahma est prêt.
But then Brahma is ready.
Comme un disciple qui est prêt.
Just like a disciple who is ready.
Commence à voir la douceur.
He starts to see the
Tu es le
sweetness.
Seigneur suprême.
You are the Supreme
Tu es le
Lord.
Fils de Nanda.
And you are the son of Nanda.
Tu m'attires.
You attract me.
Donc il commence
So he starts
à désirer
to
une
desire
relation avec Krishna.
a relationship with Krishna. It's so beautiful.
Jai Ho! Jai Shri Krishna Janmastami ki Jai!
Jai.
Ah, c'est ça l'apparition du Seigneur.
This is the appearance of the Lord.
On devrait avoir ce darshan
We should have this darshan on that day,
pour que notre dévotion
so that our devotion starts just like Brahma.
J'offre mes humbles
I offer my obeisances to your lotus feet
afin de t'atteindre.
in order to attain you. It is started.
Je veux t'atteindre.
I want to attain you.
Je t'aime.
I love you.
Ma relation elle est avec toi.
My relationship is with you.
Brahma est conquis.
Brahma is conquered, it's finished.
Je contemple ta forme
I contemplate your transcendental form
teint bleu foncé.
with a dark bluish complexion, which is just like a rain cloud.
C'est très intéressant.
And it's really interesting
Parce que un des noms à Brahma,
because one of the names in Braj
c'est Mukunda
that they use is Mukunda
ou Shyam.
or Sham,
Celui qui a un teint sombre.
the one with a dark complexion like a rain cloud.
Pourquoi
Why?
Mukunda? Parce que lorsque
Mukunda, because when she suffers,
Krishna apparaît
Krishna appears
comme un nuage qui diffère
just like a cloud that is pouring
par séparation.
a rain of nectar on the fire of the separation. And then Brahma, he sees him in this way, just like a cloud of nectar that came to liberate him from ignorance, in fact. It's very beautiful,
Au teint bleu foncé.
with dark bluish complexion, just like a rain cloud.
Tu es vêtu d'un vêtement
You're
jaune
dressed with a yellow
qui a
cloud,
la brillance de l'éclat.
which has the brilliance of lightning.
Donc il fait une comparaison.
So he makes a
avec
comparison with his Lord Narayan.
Parce que tu es habillé un peu similairement.
And because you're dressed similarly,
Mais la
but
beauté de ton visage resplendit.
the beauty of your face is resplendent,
Faites de belles gonfles.
with earrings made
Les
of
plumes de plante
gunja
sur le
berries
sommet de ta-
and peacock feathers on the top of your head. So here it glorifies Krishna like having a superior beauty. Although the Lord Vishnu had alligator earrings, and your earrings, they're made of such simple thing of gunja berries, but they appear to me
Comme une merveille encore plus sublime.
like a more sublime wonder.
Papa, sans ça, je vais avoir besoin de 3 heures.
Otherwise I would need 3 hours.
Mais
But
donc,
so
Brahma
Brahma,
a eu une miséricorde spéciale.
he had a special mercy
Parce qu'à ce moment-là,
because at that moment
il a désiré.
he desired Braj.
Et ça, à un moment donné,
And this at some point
on rencontre
we encounter
pas directement Krishna,
not directly
mais
Krishna,
son représentant.
but his representative.
Et à un moment donné,
And at some
on
point
peut recevoir cette miséricorde.
we can receive this mercy
Être conscient de notre réalité.
of being conscious of a reality.
Ça, c'est pas possible.
Otherwise it is not
C'est ce que
possible.
j'appelle aussi ce divertissement.
That is what this pastime reveals.
Dénué de l'orgueil.
You have to be devoid of pride.
Un véritable Vaishnava.
A true Vaishnava,
Pas quelqu'un qui parle mais qui n'a pas vu Krishna.
not someone who speaks but that didn't see Krishna.
Au niveau d'un gourou,
The first level of a guru
il devrait au moins avoir eu le darshan dans sa swarup de Krishna.
is that he should have had the darshan of Krishna in his Swarup at least once. This is the minimum. Otherwise, everything he says, he doesn't know what he's speaking about. Krishna says that in this verse, the one who saw me,
Celui qui parle,
the one who speaks with me.
c'est très important.
It's really important.
Ok, on va s'arrêter.
So, okay, we'll stop here.
Monsieur Krishna.
Jai.
Bon, pardonnez-moi.
Oh, forgive
Je
me.
parlais avec arrogance.
I had to speak with arrogance.
J'étais très malade.
I was really sick,
Je suis en pleine forme.
and I'm in perfect shape now.